What a delight to have us joining us on Skype today is the co-author of this book, our friend, Dr. Ed Hindson. He and famed author Tim LaHaye of the Left Behind series have written Target Israel, subtitled Caught in the Crosshairs of the End Times. And I tell you, this book is as fresh as this morning's headlines as you read the paper or you go online to see what's happening around the world. Dr. Hindson is going to be in studio with us next week live here on 100 Huntley Street. But right now he joins us via Skype from his office in Lynchburg, Virginia at Liberty University. Dr. Hindson, always good to have you here. Thank you, sir, for your time this day.
Thank you, John. It's great to be with you again.
Dr. Hindson, let's talk about what's going on right now. I'm just reading headlines and listening to commentators, and I'm hearing that the Russian military is actively involved in the Middle East for the first time since like 1949 or something. It's a long time. And now we're reading of flights and military activity of Russian troops in Syria. Syria borders Israel, Lebanon, the Golan Heights. Talk to us about how important that is, and then just give us a little foretaste of our conversation next week as we dig deeper into this whole Russia, Syria, Israel prophetic end times relationship.
Well, it's obvious, John, the Middle East is in turmoil, and it is not going to get resolved anytime soon. There's no simple solution. Some people have said, pull the troops out, everything will calm down. It didn't work. Send more troops in, see what you can do. Then Russia jumps in because they have issues at stake here as well. And it gets the attention of people who are familiar with biblical prophecy because you have those prophecies in the book of Ezekiel in chapter 38 and 39 that have never been fulfilled, that there would come one day near the time of the end an invasion of Israel from every direction, from north, south, east, and west. And Ezekiel even names some of those countries: Magog, the ancient name of Russia; Persia, the ancient name of Iran; Gomer, the ancient name of Turkey; and Cush, the ancient name of Sudan, etc. He pictures all of these countries coming against Israel, and Israel's situation so desperate that God has to intervene to defend them. Now, we can't run ahead of God and set any dates. We're told in Scripture not to do that.
Right.
Nobody knows the time, so don't waste your time trying to guess the time. Be ready all the time, because Jesus could come at any time. But in the meantime, we have to be realistic as we read the Bible and look at the news to understand that there's something happening today in the Middle East that certainly sounds like the setting of the stage of that prophecy. And it raises the issue that Russia's involvement with Iran, defending the Iranian cause and the Shiite cause, is certainly a reality, and the very thing that Ezekiel predicted about the last days could actually occur in the immediate future.
The Russia-Islamic alliance you write about in one of your chapters, and we're looking forward to getting you here and digging deeper into that. Dr. Hindson, in just about 30 seconds, could you tell us how we need to be praying these days as Christ followers related to these end times events that are happening? How should we be praying, and how should we be behaving? Very briefly.
Well, the Bible tells us to pray for the peace of Jerusalem. So Christians need to be praying for the peace of Jerusalem. And I think we as believers need to be praying, first of all, for other Christians who are caught behind the Islamic curtain. God is not against the Arab peoples. Islam is a religion, Arab is an ethnicity. We need to be praying for the people of the Middle East who desperately need the Prince of Peace. And then we need to be praying for the Islamic people. Pray for those that are even opposed to you, Jesus said. So we have an obligation to pray. We have an obligation to do everything we can to help work for the cause of peace, because we don't know the final timing of God, but we also have a challenge to be alert. Jesus said, when you begin to see these things take place, look up. Your redemption draws nigh. We need to be prepared for the fact that the Lord could come at any time, and so we need to be busy about his work in the meantime.
I hope that you are drawn to these words that Ed Hindson is speaking, and I hope that you will be drawn so much that it will be so compelling that you will call us right now and get your copy of Target Israel by Tim LaHaye and our guest on Skype today, and in studio next week, Dr. Ed Hindson, foremost biblical scholar on end times theology. You need this book as fresh as today's headlines. In fact, you can read the Bible and get some idea of what tomorrow's headlines may look like.